This is the very beginning of the hike up to Mount Feathertop. This is the track, and there's a little stream beside the track, very melodious, and that's the way so far. 12 kilometres to go, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. I can't wait to see what it looks like up the top. This is just a pleasant little section of the track. We're still relatively low down, and it's getting a little bit more open and brighter, and along the way you can start to see some purple wildflowers starting to bloom, indicating that we're going to have an early spring. So it's definitely very pleasant. Here we are at Picture Point, so I may as well take some pictures as directed. You can just see the ridge there on the other side. This is the old Feathertop hut site. It's quite a flat area, suitable for camping. The most noticeable thing about the area is that in the last week of August last year, this area was probably covered in about 2 or 3 feet of snow, and now you can see that the snow line has dramatically retreated. There's about 1 kilometre to go to Federation Hut, and then another kilometre after that to this is actually quite hard work. Still not at Federation Hut. One thing I do notice compared to last year is there seems to be a significant amount of regrowth of the snow gums that have been that you can see have been decimated by bushfire, but it looks like the new growth is in a couple of years going to regenerate the area back to what it was like before the bushfires. Oh, here we are at Federation Hut. It's a lovely clear day, and Mount Feathertop's in that direction over there. As you can see, if you check out my last year's video on YouTube, there's much less snow about, much less than I anticipated, and I guess I could have camped up here quite easily without much fuss, but I'm going back to the comfort of my hotel and a couple of beers and a nice steak this evening after I get to the top. I'm on my approach to Mount Feathertop, and I have my crampons on, which are useful on this very icy surface, and the ice axe is giving me extra stability on the slope. But it would be nice to have a companion about now, because it's always a little risky doing these things by yourself. But you got to do what you got to do. There's my destination over there. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble at all picking out a safe route to the top. Thankfully it's most definitely spring now, and I think the risks associated with the cornice and slipping are much reduced, but I'll be sticking close to that side with the vegetation on it. But it all looks good, so I'll just go slowly, and we'll get to the top, no doubt, and take some pictures when I get there. Still on my way to the top of Mount Feathertop. The trouble with this time of year is that a lot of the south-facing slopes are still covered with snow and are quite icy, but the north-facing slopes are all the snow and ice is beginning to melt away. So I've taken the crampons off. I'm walking to the base of the hill, and then I'll put them on again and walk up the snowy bit. I think, keeping carefully to the left. But yeah, only about 1.5 kilometre. We're at the base now, and you can see that the snow on the right hand side builds up, and apparently this is a cornice, which means that the snow that builds up on the right hand side, there's nothing actually underneath it supporting it, and apparently it can be quite dangerous and become unstable, which is why it's prudent to stick as close as possible to the vegetation, which I will be doing. These are the steps up the side to the top. As you can see, it's pretty free of snow. As you can see, I'm approaching the top. Not long to go, I don't think. It's pretty. On my way to the top. Thought I'd put on the crampons for a mountaineering style ascent close to the vegetation. It's actually a little bit easier because the crampons grip the snow really well. Not so easy when you're as unfit as me though. I think that what's coming up is the cornice that people are warned to be wary about, which overhangs, and I'm probably a little close to it. Down there is Avalanche Gully, and it looks quite precipitous. Yeah, not long to go now, I don't think. I'll be keeping well to the left. Well, here I am at the summit of Mount Feathertop. Quite amazing vistas all the way around. I think that mountain range that you can see directly behind, I think that is Mount Bogong. I don't know what the ridge in front is, but and looking directly over there, you can see the north peak of Mount Feathertop. So I might make just a little careful traipse over there to do both peaks. But it's certainly stunning. You might be able to see over there. I don't know if the light is going to permit, but you can see the elongated ridge of Mount Buffalo. It's quite a spectacular vista that you can see. Well, I did this accidentally. I was going to take a photo. Instead I'm continuing my little series of movies, but I'm now about halfway down the mountain, and the sun's probably about half an hour from setting. But the afternoon light is very nice, and sort of pleasant bird sounds and silence in the forest. So can't complain about that. But I am looking forward to beer and steak when I get back to my hotel.